Welcome to the Airsoft Weekly News Report. You're watching Airsoft 2. Today we have several gun releases that we're going to talk about by many companies, and I'm excited, and I hope you're excited, so let's get this started. So our first story is the HK, or M27-IAR, which I talked about on my first weekly news report, and this time it's finally out, I think. And it looks like it's in stock on some online stores, and I talked about it. It's basically was going to be the USMC replacement of the SAW, but I'm pretty sure that did not go through well, or it just didn't happen due to some sort of money issue or whatever. So that's out there if you want. Heckler & H&K 417 just came out, as many of you know from the last report. It's basically, it looks like the same thing, except this is the machine gun version of the 416, and it's similar to the 417 also. So, if you're into that, then I recommend checking that out. It looks really cool, and it takes that 416 look and makes it a machine gun, so I recommend checking that out. And our next story is the AMD-65, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically the AK version, but used by Hungarian forces. So, this is what it looks like. The AMD-65 will be manufactured by JG, and it'll have an FPS around 330. It'll mainly consist of a metal body, with exception to some of the plastic parts, and it'll fire on semi-automatic and fully automatic like every other AEG, and it'll be compatible with all or most AK mags. So if you already have that AK, then you will be able to use your mags on this. Our next story is about WE Tech's new gas blowback pistols that they have released. Those include the F228 and the G23, basically the Glock, but not licensed, and a couple other gas blowback pistol variations, as well as 2 new AEGs. So I recommend checking those out if you've been waiting for a new Glock of any sort. I'm not sure if they're making the G18 or if anybody else is. I'm pretty sure there are already some out there, but I don't know about that. So to continue our story, we're going to move on to the SR3M, basically the AS-VAL. You may know it from the Battlefield series. It was that small, like in Bad Co 2 it was a sniper rifle. In Battlefield 3 it's like a miniature SMG. It's basically a silenced AK, but built in pretty much. But for this AEG version you will be able to remove the suppressor, and this one will be made in Russia. There's not a lot of them built elsewhere, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be licensed, and it's going to shoot around 459 FPS with the suppressor and 395 without the suppressor. I'm not sure how the suppressor helps at all. I'm pretty sure it's just a mock suppressor with maybe a barrel extension, but it'll feature a version 3 gearbox, and this is what it's going to look like. There are 2 other versions of it that look like these. To continue with other Russian-made AK series, we're going to continue to move on with the AK74M, which will be made by, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing this, I don't know Russian, but Izmash. It's a Russian defense and automotive industry manufacturer, and apparently they say that they're going to make a couple AEGs, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I mean, I really don't, I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but I don't know. I mean, there are really a lot of AKs out there. I don't know what they're going to bring new to the table, except for saying that they're from actual Russia, and that they're going to use, life-size parts or whatever, and it's going to probably resemble the AK-74M, the real one. a little better than other manufacturers can, but I don't know what they're going to bring to the table. That's really great. If you are interested in that, I recommend checking that one out. And I'll try to spell it out for you at the bottom if you want to research it. So some of this information will be down there. And to continue with other guns that are badass, we're going to continue to talk about the Gunsmith Baton-AUG A3 9mm XS. Now, apparently, Gunsmith Baton is not going to mass produce this or sell them. They just made a really cool looking AEG just to make it for the sake of it, but I thought it was really cool looking, and it's a shame it's not mass produced. Apparently the reason for it not being mass produced is how much that it costs to make the magazine, which doesn't make any sense to me. Apparently it's a handmade high capacity mag, and high quality, but I don't know if that warrants it to be worth $385 basically for a magazine, and that's one of the reasons why they're not going to mass produce this. It's a shame. I don't understand why a magazine will cost that much. I don't know how much the gun costs. I mean, if the mag costs $300, I don't know if, the gun's gotta cost more than that. But it's a shame. It looks really cool, and so it would be nice for them to actually make a cheap, affordable gun, but that's a shame. And to move on, we're gonna talk about the SOCOM Gear Troy M7. This is what it looks like. To tell you the truth, I don't know a lot about this gun. It's just that it looks pretty cool. It's basically an M4 with some modifications. I'm afraid to say I don't know a lot about it, but I know it is made for CQB, and it is LiPo ready and wired to the back stock. Other than that, I have no clue about anything else. So that concludes the Airsoft Weekly News for today. Thank you for watching iAirsoft 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe.